EM Fresh here at Blackwater Falls in Blackwater, West Virginia, near Davis, West Virginia. And it's here, I came down here with my wife. She's doing a photo shoot, and also to find some mountain biking trails as well. We woke up at about 5:30 this morning, and I don't get up that early at all. I normally go to bed around 3 o'clock in the morning and get up at 10 o'clock. And so we made it here. I was really tired. And so here's a picture of the fall. It's higher than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was a small, like waterfall, kind of like a valley falls and everything. But this is a pretty high. I think it looks like about maybe 50 to 80 feet high, maybe. That's pretty much basically what I wanted to show you. I think that's pretty neat. So I'm going to go off and find some mountain biking trails, and while my wife finishes her photo shoot, and hopefully I can find some. I don't think there's really any here, but if I can get an internet connection, I'm going to pull the map up. I should have downloaded it beforehand. Okay, I edited out the first part of this ride where I was going around in circles trying to find a trail, but a gentleman here directed me to a campground, so that's where I'm headed to now. You can see the leaves are turning up here. Looks very, very beautiful up here. Very, very peaceful. And right now I'm turning into the campground. Felt kind of strange. Felt like I was going to somebody's home, like right here. You see the chairs out there, but the trail starts actually right here. And feels like you're going to nowhere. I'm taking this cautiously. I'm riding cautiously. And going pretty slow here, then right here, this gigantic buck scared the crap out of me. It just didn't run or anything. It just, as you can see it there on the right there, it's just looking at me. And it just looked at me. I thought it was going to charge me. But anyway, I make my way through, and the whole purpose of this ride is to go to Pase Point or Pase Point. I don't know how to say it. And it's an overlook, kind of like Cooper's Rock or Raven's Rock. And that's where we're going. And I get lost here a little bit because there's no internet connection. And but I mill my way about, and then finally I find the entrance to the I call it the Pase Point Loop. So I go across this bridge here. If you want to follow along, I'll put the link in the description of the ride. It's pretty straightforward once you get to here. And all this is a loop. So right where that bridge started on the right, there's a trail coming from the right there. And you'll see when I come back around, that is just a gigantic loop. And so this ride took me a long time. It took me almost 2 hours to do, and I am on my Turbo Levo. I'm on my E mountain bike, and it's still a beast to ride. You see me struggling there a little bit. This trail here, it's smooth at some points, but it gets kind of chunky and gnarly, as they say. Yeah, there's roots everywhere, rocks everywhere. So you come back here, bring your best tires, I can actually feel the prickly, feel like the needle, like there's some type of needle type plants or something. I can feel them poking into the tires, but I did not get a flat or anything. Of course, I'm running Cush core inside these. And I have the Specialized, the best tires that you can get from Specialized. They're really heavy duty, so not too much could puncture these tires. There's a lot of mud out, look at rain, and my whole tire is like almost halfway submerged in this mud. But luckily, since I have the e-bike, the torque of the e-bike motor can plow through it. You see it gets a little narrow sometimes. It looks like someone just came maybe a few days ago and looked like they weed-eated this path. So it's pretty much not really. It looks like they said it's mountain bike rideable, but I mean, if you're a hiker and you want to do like a day hike, this is a nice hike. You can see I'm wiping my glasses off. There's a whole bunch of spider webs and stuff, and cobwebs and stuff. Surprised I didn't get bit by a brown recluse or something, get poisoned to death, you know. But it was still okay. There's no poison spiders out here, I don't think, that can get you on this little path here. So I'm making my way through. On the left there, it's a steep drop off, but you can't see the trees are up, or the leaves of the trees, and the plants are there. So I'm trying to lean to the right. I believe here is Pase Point. If you know how to say that, you can correct me. So you start down the trail, and you have to get off your bike, and then that rock there, you can stand on top of it. So there we go, I'm getting off. Getting a little photo op right there. I got my photo. And if you go on Strava, I gotta get the selfie too. There you go. You gotta flex. There we go. If you go on Strava, you can see that photo. There you go. And we're headed on through. I'm on I managed to pick up a little signal right there, and I got the Mountain Bike Project site. I think REI owns the app, and I was able to pull up the trail, but I get lost here again, and I lose a lot of energy getting back to a point where I know where I'm at. Now we're almost there. Right here. Okay, so you go around this little creek here on the MTB app. So what you're supposed to do is go up the hill right here to the right, past this creek, and go up the hill. Okay, but something didn't seem right to me. I couldn't tell, you know, because the way the line was drawn, the guidelines were drawn in the app. So I would stop here and like, should I go right or left? But there's a nice smooth path going straight. See, so I take that, which is the wrong way. But I'll go to the end. I'm not going to show you that. I got kind of frustrated because I'm already tired. I've been riding for almost an hour. And here, there's no way up. Except to walk. You have to walk the bike, and this e-bike is almost 60 pounds, so it's just too steep. It's straight up, as you can see. The GoPro does it no justice. See, I'm trying to put pedal up and having a hard time. Muscles cramping in my back. Okay, but I'm pushing. Okay, I'm up. There's another steep section there that I had to push, but I'm not going to show you that. You'll see the tears on my gloves. I'm wiping my eyes. Okay, but this is the top of the mountain there. I'm out of the okay, you get here, you see it's a field, open field. There's a lot of rattlers in that field. I can hear them just rattling away. So my adrenaline and energy picks back up, and so I start to pick up the pace a little bit. I'm afraid a rattler will get me. Okay, so we're headed into this little tree line here. Looks like someone planted the trees, kind of like Big Bear, but they symmetrically planted the trees. Probably as like a waypoint, so you know where you are on a map if you had a map or trail fork or something, so you can easily see where you are It's like a, I guess they would a guide, a landmark, I should say. So I know where I'm at, and so I'm making my way back to that first bridge where we came through. And so this section goes pretty fast for the most part. There's a few climbs and a few cliffs that I have to walk the bike up, as you're going to see here. But thank God I had the e-bike. I would have been out here probably 5-6 hours if I didn't have it, the e-bike, or the pedal assist. So I'm still have to pedal. I still have to pedal. You'll hear me. I didn't turn I turned the volume down a little bit, but in the background you can hear me huffing and puffing, and you hear the motor cycling, trying to give me some more power in my legs to get up some of these hills here. So I had really good exercise. Matter of fact, I got burnt 1,800 calories with this e-bike. So I'm not stopping. I didn't stop one time except to check where I was. So here's a really steep section. You can't tell on the GoPro, but I had to hold the brake and slide down like a ski, like you're skiing on that one. And here we're going back up. And I cut out a whole bunch of parts because most of it's climbing and kind of boring. I don't want you to see that. Just want to give you a gist, and this is just a big loop. So like I say, you just follow that trail around and make sure you head up the hill. You'll see in the video, there's only one really way to go. You see it get brown and like open, and you can just head up the hill and start walking up. You're pushing your bike up the hill. And it's about a mile of that hill though, so. All right, so I got going fast. Finally, I got some downhill section. All right. Trying to have a little fun, get my adrenaline back. Energy back going down the hill. There's a cliff, steep cliff here. I'm not gonna make it. I didn't realize it was coming. I would have pedaled harder to make it up the other side if I'd known it was there. Okay. Or it had my gear lower. The e-bike can pretty much make any hill. It's just you got to make sure you're in the right gear. You just like a regular bike, you can't just switch it on the fly. All right, and here at the end of the loop, see that's the beginning, and this is the bridge we came off at the beginning, and that's basically it. So I'm going to call out the Pase Point Trail, and it was a nice trail. It was a nice, relaxing trail, other than some of the climbs and the pushing. But you can see the little lake over there on the side. Very nice scenery. I was the only one out here that I could see. A lot of deer, bucks, bears. And I'm back at the beginning, and until next time, check out my other videos, subscribe, and thank you for watching.